Get ready for action because we are kicking things off with the Philadelphia 76ers. Paul George opened up about the emotional fatigue from that grueling 7-game series against the New York Knicks and what it truly cost the team on the court. We break down how that intense pressure played out in Game 1 and what it means for their path forward.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This Allen 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
Next up, we shift gears entirely to the Golden State Warriors and the painful legacy of James Wiseman. We explore the potential move to bring in Spanish big man Aday Mara, and how this potential draft pick could be the turning point the franchise desperately needs to fix a major mistake from years ago. Now we turn to the superstar himself. Golden State's Steph Curry made a bold appearance at the 2026 Met Gala, and he shared some surprising thoughts about what being there means for his NBA season and the team's future moving into the offseason. And finally, we dive deeper into Steph Curry's vision for the team. He laid out exactly what he wants to build moving forward, stressing the need to reshape the narrative and get back to the basics of being a truly competitive team every single night. Stay with us for the full breakdown. The Philadelphia 76ers faced a significant hurdle in their Eastern Conference semifinals matchup against the New York Knicks, suffering a decisive 137-98 loss in Game 1. Following a strong opening victory over the Boston Celtics, the team struggled against the Knicks, prompting star player Paul George to address the impact of the demanding 7-game series. During a post-game press availability, George acknowledged that emotional fatigue stemming from the short turnaround between games was a factor in the team's performance. He stressed that while he would not use fatigue as an excuse, the series created an emotional roller coaster that affected preparation. The 76ers entered the contest after a grueling first-round run, showing resilience by rallying behind Paul George and Joel Embiid to upset the second-seeded Celtics. However, the effort left the team vulnerable against the Knicks, who benefited from ample rest. The loss was characterized by significant defensive struggles for Philadelphia, particularly in the first half, as the Knicks displayed an explosive shooting performance. The Knicks scored 74 points in the first half and 63 in the second, shooting 53-84 from the field, demonstrating near-unstoppable offensive rhythm. Paul George highlighted the Knicks' hot shooting, noting, "We had breakdowns tonight, but they also shot the SD out of the ball. They were hot, they came out hot, they came out on fire." Philadelphia's overall shooting efficiency, marked by a 30-73 performance from the field, proved to be a major deficit. Despite the setback, George maintained an optimistic outlook for Game 2, emphasizing a focus on adjustments. "But it's a game of adjustments, we'll make adjustments. See what we need to get better at. They don't get any extra points for going up big tonight. We'll be ready for Game 2. Statistically, Paul George led the 76ers scoring with 17 points on 6-11 field goals, with Joel Embiid contributing 14 points and 4 rebounds. In contrast, Tyrese Maxey scored 13 points and recorded 3 assists. While the loss raises concerns, the team is expected to regroup. With 2 days of rest before Game 2 on Wednesday, May 6, Philadelphia aims to use the adversity to refine their approach and regain momentum. The Golden State Warriors are looking toward a potential shift in their frontcourt strategy, eyeing Spanish big man Aday Mara as a potential remedy for the lingering disappointment surrounding the James Wiseman draft selection from 2020. After more than half a decade, the franchise has not pursued another highly touted young big man prospect since Wiseman, a decision that has left a lasting mark on the team's narrative. Finding a long-term starting center could be a significant step in addressing this perceived failure. Aday Mara is projected to fall around the lottery pick in the upcoming draft, positioning him as a potential target for the Warriors. Mara has recently demonstrated significant potential, notably helping Michigan secure the NCAA title, averaging 12.6 points, 6.8 rebounds, 2.4 assists, and 2.6 blocks per game, while maintaining a 66.8% field goal percentage. ESPN draft analyst Jeremy Wu suggests Mara has the potential to be a top-tier prospect, estimating him at 14th overall for the Charlotte Hornets in a recent mock draft, though he hasn't ruled out a top 10 finish. Wu emphasized that realizing Mara's upside will depend on maximizing his physical development and refining his jump shot. This projection places Mara squarely in the range of where the Warriors are expected to draft, though the team's recent lottery success may have shifted their outlook. Drafting Mara could signal the Warriors' intentions regarding their center position in free agency, given the uncertain futures of Kristaps Porzingis, Al Horford, and Quinton Post. The lack of a successful successor to Wiseman, who is intended to be the future of the team, has been a recurring theme. While the Warriors have made recent picks in the 50s, both Trace Jackson-Davis and Quinton Post brought substantial college experience. Selecting Mara would represent a notable departure from the Wiseman era, offering tangible hope for Golden State to secure a consistent, young starting center. Noi Dung Kai Tight. Golden State Warriors superstar Steph Curry made a lighthearted comment about his NBA status while attending the 2026 Met Gala in New York City with his wife, Ayesha Curry. The couple made their second appearance at the fashion event at the Metropolitan Museum of Art, joining other prominent figures including Jimmy Butler, Russell Westbrook, Dwayne Wade, Aja Wilson, Paige Buchers, and Angel Reese. Speaking to E! News, Zuri Hall on the red carpet, Curry joked that his attendance at the Met Gala meant he was sidelined from the NBA postseason. However, he clarified that he views fashion as a form of competition, stating, "On one hand, I love it. On the other hand, that means I'm not playing basketball right now. It's fun to have a different crew and crowd of guys that I compete against showing themselves in the fashion world. It's amazing." The comment comes as the Warriors recently failed to secure a playoff spot after losing to the Phoenix Suns in the NBA play-in tournament, a result compounded by an injury-plagued regular season where Curry missed 39 games, primarily due to a runner's knee. The Warriors' offseason is shaping up to be dynamic. Rumors suggest coach Steve Kerr might be departing the franchise, though nothing is confirmed. The team also faces potential roster changes, with long-term injuries to Jimmy Butler and Moses Moody looming, and the possibility of Draymond Green and Al Horford becoming free agents if they opt out of their current contracts. Golden State has attracted interest from several top NBA stars, including Giannis Antetokounmpo, Kawhi Leonard, and LeBron James. However, the most significant offseason focus is the potential extension for Steph Curry. Entering his final year of his current contract at age 38, Curry remains open to a new deal. During a recent exit interview, Curry expressed his commitment to continuing his career, stating, "Multiple for sure. That's more than one. Yes, that's perfect. Despite being open to negotiations, Curry noted that talks have not yet begun, suggesting the franchise is currently occupied with the summer following a disappointing 37-45 season. Golden State Warriors star Stephen Curry has shifted his focus back to basketball, emphasizing the team's need to rebuild after missing the NBA playoffs. Speaking on Live from E! About the Met Gala, Curry acknowledged enjoying the event but admitted it meant stepping away from the court. Following the team's elimination in the play-in tournament, where they lost to the Phoenix Suns 111-96, Curry stated the Warriors' primary goal is now to build. He urged the team to refocus on fundamental basketball principles, stressing the necessity of being a competitive team every night rather than constantly chasing championships. Curry suggested they need to rethink their approach to adapt to the current pace and athleticism of the game, putting everything on the drawing board to establish a solid foundation. This shift comes after Curry missed 27 games during the 2025-2026 season due to patellofemoral pain syndrome and a bone bruise in his right knee, returning to the court on April 5, 2026.